As a result of the fighting in and around Mosul, the UN expects more than 1 million civilians to be impacted by the fighting. Governor Hassan, you were the only Democratic governor to call for a temporary ban on Syrian refugees coming into the U.S. Several months later, you said that the federal government had improved its communications with state governments about who is coming in. How did the communications improve specifically, and how many more Syrians, if any, should the U.S. allow in going forward?
Well, thank you for the question. As governor, the security of my state is always the first priority I have. And so after the attack in Paris, I thought when the FBI and CIA directors expressed concern about whether our refugee vetting system was working as it was supposed to, as the guidelines and policies laid out on paper said it was supposed to, I thought it was appropriate for the administration to take a temporary pause and really do the kind of audit you need to address the concerns raised by the CIA and the FBI. That's something I still think they should do, and I'm disappointed that they didn't. They did improve communications in terms of giving us much more regular updates about refugees coming in. But at the end of the day, what we should be doing is focusing on making sure that our vetting system is better. We should be making sure that all of our entryways, including the visa waiver system, is better, monitoring social media, and working particularly with our European allies on their information and vetting processes as well.
Just to be clear, Governor, do you believe a ban still needs to be in place?
I think a temporary pause makes a lot of sense. I still do, so that we can address the concerns that the CIA and FBI have raised.
Okay. Senator, please.
Well, certainly serving on the Armed Services Committee, this issue, unless we can guarantee that someone who is coming here from that region has no connection to ISIS, they should not come here. And unfortunately, we have added on this in the Senate, we had votes on strengthening that vetting system, including requiring our national security advisors and making sure that the armed services had to certify that no one coming here was a threat. That got blocked by the Senate Democrats. And, this is an issue that has not been addressed. And President Obama keeps pushing to have more of these refugees who have come here. And in terms of more communication, I haven't heard what that is. But my concerns are the same, that we know ISIS is purposely trying to infiltrate the refugee population. We've heard that in the Armed Services Committee from our commanders in Europe. We've heard that from our top intelligence officials. And, Hillary Clinton wants to bring more refugees in here. And we haven't heard how that is going to work when we still don't have the information to know that some of these refugees, whether or not they're connected with ISIS or not.
All right, thank you, Senator. Moving forward.